Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where code meets comedy and sometimes get an error in between. Today we are diving into something that's as unordered as my text right now. The UL tag, the one that helps us organize things in a way that looks like, well, we didn't organize them at all. Unordered lists are like the chill vibes only cousin of ordered list. They don't care about numbers or ranking. They just show up with bullet points. Like we're here with the deal with it. So if you are ready to master these laid back lists, maybe add a sprinkle of humor to your code, let's jump right in. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button or my unordered life will officially stay unordered forever. So let's move computer screen and let's do a coding with laughing. So let me open my Visual Studio Code and let me open my new window, and then let me create a one file by the name of index.html to write a code. Okay, enter. Now I'm making this file on my documents where this is your own choice, anywhere you make your file. Now here you first of all write a starting code and then HTML and then define a head section, because in the head section we define link. Okay, link we define, and the links will be like a royal style sheet, and in the href we write link. Okay, https://cdnjs comma cloudflare.com, then slash ajax, then slash libs slash font slash awesome, then slash 4.7.0 slash css slash font slash awesome dot min dot css. Perfect. Now when we do this, so now what we can do now, we will be end up, and now we define a body section. In the body section we write div class top nav id my top nav a, then in the a we write class active, and then href will be hashtag home, and here we also write home. Now here we define href hashtag news. Here we not define a class. Okay, and then news. Copy, paste. Here you write contact. Okay, and this C will be in small. Here you write about, and here you also write about. Now here what we can do, here we define a href javascript void 0, then you define here semicolon, then we define a class icon, and then here what we can do, here we define on click my function like this. Enter press now. Then here we define a I to add a icon. Okay, icon of a menu. Okay, or bar. Okay, so let's add it class fa select bar. So now our icon will become, save it and then run it. So you can see it is looking like this. Okay, but when we here you can see now it is looking like this. So let's style it. Okay, using CSS. So let's style it. First of all, we define here style. Okay, I'm not writing in the body element. I'm not writing the CSS code, but the comments are coming. Is the correct way to write the CSS code in the head section. I know that, but I'm writing in body section. I know that the correct is right in head section. We write our CSS code, so I'm writing in the head section. Okay, so let me rotate. So first of all, we define style, and let's define a CSS code. So first of all, we define dot top nav, and background color of it will be black, and overflow give to the hidden. Dot top nav a, give the float left, display block, and color give to the F2. Perfect. Then text will be in center, and give the parents will be 14 pixels, will be 16 pixels. Enter. Now here we text decorations will be none. Okay, and font size will be, I'm giving 70 pixels. Now let me add a little bit hover on it. Okay, background color of the hover should be red and color should be white. Now, what here we can do now, here we define dot top nav a dot active. Background color, I think so, give the red and color should be white. Dot top nav dot icon. Display should be none. So now let's do it in the responsive. Okay, to do a responsive, first of all we define our media query, media screen and max width 600 pixels and do this. And now dot top nav a not first child. Right here semicolon. Then what you can do here now, give the display should be none, enter. Then dot top nav again a dot icon, icon, give the icon should be float should be right and display should be blocked. At the rate media screen, media query again, max width 600 pixels, dot top nav dot responsive position relative and dot responsive. Okay, let me see. A dot icon and position should be absolute, right should be 0 and top should be 0. Dot top nav responsive A, float should be none and display should be block and text should be in left. Perfect. Now we write little bit JavaScript code and we end the video. So let's write it down. Script function, my function. Okay, my function. Var x, then document dot get element by id. Then here you write like my top nav and like this. And then here we define if x dot class name equals to then top nav and then x dot class name plus equals to, here we give the space and write responsive and then here we write this. And then what we can do here, we define a else x dot class name equals to top nav and then perfect. Now save it and then run it. So now it is looking like this, and when we zoom it, so our bar has been came. Okay, here you can see, but bar is in the color in the, okay, let come up. Okay, let me give the color black. Black. Now let me see, save it and run it. Color will be red. White is not coming. Let me see. Okay, I understand why it is not coming, because I give the wrong colors. Okay, so now in the dot a active, let me give the colors will be hashtag 04AA6D. Save it and then run it. So now it is coming like this, but our text is not coming. Color black. Hashtag DDD, save it and then run it. Now it is coming like this, but my text is not showing. Now let me see. Let's come up. Okay, here I give the hashtag F2. Save it and then run it. So now it is looking, my text is showing, but here I give the background color will be hashtag 333. So now perfect it is. Now it is looking like this. But when we click here, so it is looking like this. Here you can see it like that. So here you can see we will be created like that. Here you can see it very easily. So I hope you can enjoy this class. Or if I show you what we created, so let me show you. only we go here and we write here projects, and in the project folder, let me open it and let me open my folder. Okay, let me close it and let me open it. We create this type of thing. Here you can see it. When we clicking our menu bar, it is opening. Here you can see it like that we created. So I hope you can enjoy this class. In today's video we create like this. Here you can see it, tab headers. So I hope you can enjoy this video. If you enjoy, so please like this video, share for and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to all the notification bell also, never miss any future later videos about the HTML project. So for today, goodbye. Alright, that's wrap for today's unordered adventure. Now you know how to use bullet points to organize chores in HTML. Even if your own life still looks like an unclosed div tag. If you enjoyed this video, how do you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what's the most chaotic thing you will add to your unordered list. See you in the next time. Until then, keep your list unordered and your code well ordered. So good. Bye.